This is AP Calculus 2004, number 3. In part A, it asks for the acceleration of the particle at time equals 2. In order to find acceleration, you need to know that acceleration equals the derivative of velocity. And we are finding acceleration at time equals 2. And you can use your calculator in this problem, and your answer should be negative 0.133. In part B, it asks if the speed of the particle increases or decreases at time equals 2. In part A, we found acceleration at time equals 2, which is negative 0.133. In order to find if the speed of the particle increases or decreases, we also have to find velocity at time equals 2. And we were given velocity, which is 1 minus inverse tangent e to the t. And we can input 2 into the equation. 1 minus inverse tangent e to the second. You can input that in your calculator and you will get negative 0.436. And so these are both negative, which says that speed is increasing since acceleration at time equals 2 and velocity at time equals 2 are less than 0. In part C, it asks for the time at which the particle reaches its highest point. The places to consider for the position reaching its largest positive value are the endpoints and when velocity changes from positive to negative. In order to find critical points, you have to set velocity equal to 0. So you can use your calculator, and the graph will look like this. So there is only one critical point at time equals 0.443. Therefore, y of t has an absolute maximum at time equals 0.443. In part D, it asks to find the position of the particle at time equals 2. It is given time equals 0, y equals negative 1. Now we find the position, time equals 2, using the initial condition, which is negative 1, plus antiderivative of velocity from 0 to 2. Can input this in the calculator and you get negative 1.361. And in part D, it also asks if the particle is moving towards the origin or away from the origin at time equals 2. And in part B, we found velocity at time equals 2, which is negative 0.436. And velocity and position are both negative. Therefore, the particle is moving away from the origin since velocity at time equals 2 is less than 0 and position y time equals 2 is less than 0.